And we're back, guys. I'm your host, Good Energy. Welcome to Tennis in a Minute 2. This video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use as well as the Fair Dealings Act. You guys know I give you the rundown on tennis coverage every day. Fresh off of surgery, guys, I'm working on my health to get back to bringing you tennis coverage every single day. And we're going to take a look at the gold medal match here between Donna Vekic and Qinwen, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen. The tennis landscape, I think, is in a beautiful place right now. We have the City Open in the historic Washington, D.C. I'm going to talk about that as well. But the Olympics, finally over. We do have a gold medal winner. We have a silver medalist. And we have Iga Swiatek, who took the bronze by taking out Karolina Smedlova in dominant fashion. Now, listen, overall, guys, I want to say a big thank you to all the supporters of the channel. And the tennis landscape, I think, is beautiful. When I came online covering tennis and bringing you tennis news several years ago, there were only a handful of channels on YouTube reporting tennis. Now, this year alone, I've seen hundreds. And I like to think that I've played a little part in that. You know, I bring you coverage every day consistently the past 3 to 4 years. And again, thank you guys for supporting the sport. The overall goal is to grow the women's professional sport. It's to bring it to more households, to make more people aware of how amazing these ladies are. And I've started the hashtag support female sports. But the reality here, guys, when I cover these videos and I cover these matches, I don't make money off of this. Like, literally, a lot of my time I'm doing this for free, just to bring you guys tennis coverage. And we're going to start here with Donna Vekic, ladies and gentlemen. Finds herself here in the gold medal matchup. She comes into this matchup 27-14 on the year, 27 wins, 14 losses, having an amazing season. She's battled back the last 2 to 3 years, dealing with knee injuries, numerous surgeries. She's felt depression. She's felt like giving up. And I just want to say, Donna, we are proud to see you in this gold medal matchup. Not a lot of people gave you a chance to be her, especially having coming through Coco's draw. She took out Bronzetti in the first round. BB on the beat in the second round. That was a tough matchup. BB had been playing well on the short season. And Coco, she didn't even lose a set to Coco. Marta was the only set she dropped. And then taking out Karolina Smedlova in quick work, straight set victory. Taking on Qinwen. And things would start off a little shaky for Donna Vekic as she would drop the first set. Taking on Qinwen, the hottest player in tennis right now. She's on a 9-match win streak after that win in Palermo. Yes, Croatia in the building, wanting to hold up that gold medal with Donna Vekic. But listen, guys, 31-12 on the year coming into this matchup. She took out Sarah Irani in the first round. Aranza Rus, who's an amazing clay player. Emma Navarro. Do we want to talk about that drama a little bit? Hey, why not? I got time. I got time today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, listen, I've met both of these ladies, and I've said in the past, I'm not really interested in the drama of tennis. I'm more focused and determined on bringing you the match coverage, the stats, just letting you know how the players are doing, what their strategies are, just breaking down the game. But lately with tennis, and I'm not sure if you guys are aware, and again, this is how the sport is growing. 3 to 4 years ago, there weren't all of these media outlets covering tennis. Every day, Coco alone has 10 stories on her about this, about that, the drama, the gossip. Every day now, tennis media, it's such a big business. And I'd like to think that I've had a part in that, just covering tennis every day, bringing it to many households and doing that for free, not making money off of this. You guys gotta understand this. When I do these videos don't generate me money. They're generating YouTube money. They're making the WTA more popular. Emma Navarro said she thinks that she doesn't know how Qinwen's so popular, right? And just to kind of do a pivot here, much like Iga Swiatek and Danielle Collins, Danielle said she thinks that Iga is fake, right? She thinks that she puts on this, not exactly in these words, don't quote me, right? Allegedly. She has the perception that Iga puts on this act for the fans and everyone, while in the reality is, behind the scenes, she's cutthroat. She does all these little tactics to, she knows you have 5 minutes for a changeover between sets to use the bathroom and change your outfit, but she takes 9 and then she acts like she didn't know she took 9. That, to the average person, is you're being fake. You're lying. How do you know you know you have 5 minutes, but you don't know you didn't take 5 minutes, that you actually took nearly double that. That's what Danielle Collins is talking about. Emma, on the other hand, she's trying to bring up a similar point with Qinwen, just saying that she feels that Qinwen puts on a front, right? She feels that she's not a nice person. But the reality here is, I've met both ladies. I think Emma Navarro's classy. I told you my story about Qinwen, right? How I was at one of the matches near the locker room practice facilities, and she comes up next to me. I don't know if she wanted me to interview her or what, but she comes up next to me, and I'm like, "Hey, Queenwin, you're just standing next to me, not saying anything." It was so hilarious, but we talked. She's a very nice person, and she's working on her English. I think she's a classy person. But I do feel she has a militant type of style. She's very disciplined, and she's like a lot of the Chinese players. She's very focused and determined. And I think players kind of get that twisted and they take it personal, because I feel she's a genuine person, but I feel she wants to take her head off when she's playing. Look, when she lost her coach to Osaka, she literally said she wanted to kill people. Yes, she's that passionate about the sport, but after she beat Osaka, what did she say? She just had baby. Her not form, her not ready. It's too soon. She just had baby. It's not ready. That's my Queen voice. That's how classy she is. She said, "Look, Osaka just came back. She's not ready." She could have said mean things about Osaka, but she didn't. And I think that's her true character. She would take out Navarro, where a match Navarro should have won. She had match point, and she should have lost to Kerber as well. That's a match Kerber should have won. Kerber retired. We love you. 3-time slam champion, amazing career. But I felt it was time. I just felt losing to a lot of these younger players, not having the athletic ability. And by the way, Venus, guys, WTA, give Venus a wild card for the U.S. Open so she can hang it up. Venus, it's time to go out. It's time to retire in New York. Okay. She took out Iga. No one gave Qinwen a chance to beat Iga after losing the previous 6 times. That was a shock. It was a huge shock. I didn't think Qinwen. I thought Qinwen could win the match, but I didn't think she would beat Iga, right? Especially this huge favorite. But the reality here is, I didn't think Iga looked good against Big U. I just thought something was off about Iga this tournament, this Paris Olympic tournament. She seemed off. And that concerns me going on to hard, because Iga doesn't like the American balls to begin with. She doesn't, I don't think she likes playing this stretch of the tour, but we'll see what happens. She is a U.S. Open champion. I think she's got to put her best forward and just suck it up, deal with the balls. All the players have to deal with the balls. Do the balls favor the Americans? Yeah, probably so. But the reality is, Iga's got to suck it up. She's a great champion. She's capable. And here we are, the championship match against Donna. Now, I say all the time, Donna Vekic does what Donna Vekic does. But the reality here is, this is a tough matchup. I say all the time, when it comes to forehand versus backhand on clay, I prefer the person with the forehand. I think they can get to it easier. I think they can dictate the pace, can control the rallies a lot easier. While the backhand, if your footwork's not good like Iga Swiatek, you're going to have a difficulty sliding into that backhand, getting stationary, putting power on that. Now, early on in this matchup, Qinwen was dictating with the forehand. Donna could not get to her backhand. But Donna was able to kind of work her way back into the first set a little bit by going bigger, stronger. Donna's got a lot more power than Qinwen. Not necessarily on the serve. I think Qinwen's a better server. He's an underrated server. Just under 6 aces per match last year. That was third on tour behind Alicia Parks. Elena Rybakina, and Caroline Garcia. Qinwen, underrated server, very powerful serve. And the reality here is, that can put anyone on the back foot right away because of her power. And I felt between the serve and not getting to her backhand, Donna had to play bigger and stronger on the ball. She was able to get back. She was able to then put Qinwen on the back foot a little bit, break back. But it just wasn't good enough, as Qinwen would break to take the first set. China in the building. Donna did have her moments where she was pumped up, but overall, Qinwen just dictating the pace, and Qinwen in the building. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? That prize of nearly $1 million that China's paying their athletes to bring home gold. If you're telling me that didn't have an influence here of how Qinwen played, that's a pretty hefty prize. That's life-changing. I mean, that's literally more money than Qinwen's probably made all year. I mean, she just won Palermo. She didn't get paid much for that. What, maybe $30,000? She just won $1 million to win 6 matches. She's on a 10-match win streak, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Qinwen. And did you see this down the line forehand winner? This is the problem Donna had all match. She couldn't get to these shots. Now, she would challenge this, but it was in, and she just had that face on her all day. It's Qinwen, guys. She wins gold. And yes, guys, Qinwen, look at Reba. This is where I thought Coco and her camp started to decline. Having Brad Gilbert and Reba's there. Now, remember, he's a Spanish. He started with Nadal. He's very skilled, great IQ. He's a good clay player. And you see what he's done. Qinwen has already won a couple titles under him. She's made the WTA Elite Trophy Championship match where she had a chance to win. She's now a gold medalist. She's made a Slam Championship. Reba's a very good coach, and I feel he's a good cheerleader. I'm sorry, guys. He's a good cheerleader. He motivates his players, and I felt this is where Coco started to decline. Reba leaving that camp, and I think it was just for control purposes. Brad Gilbert is so accomplished. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. Numerous Slam champion as a coach under great players like Andre Agassi, Andy Roddick. We all know Roddick's got the fastest serve on record, one of the best serves. And I felt that's what Brad Gilbert wanted to bring to Coco, that big serve. I kind of feel that they kind of got, especially with Coco bringing on her junior coaches back, they kind of realized, look, that's not going to work. So her double faults are down because she's not going as big. It's not necessarily about going big all the time versus being strategic and when to bring out the proper serve for each situation. And I just feel just going big all the time, that's not really it. Take a look at Iga. Iga doesn't go big at all. Her fastest serve is anywhere from 104 to 109 miles per hour, consistently around 106. It's her placement that gets her through these service games, right? And I feel someone like Sabalenka, who plays big, who plays with power, has to play that way. Coco, one of the smallest players on tour. She's very skinny, not in a bad way, but she has bulked up and put on muscles. You saw Coco come into this year at the upper links where, at Auckland, very big. She was jacked up, but she lost that muscle and that weight really quick. I just felt that it kind of slowed her down a little bit, and I just felt she was uncomfortable. But the serve was blasting opponents off the court as she cruised to a 10-match win streak to start the season. So overall, I do feel as she slimmed down, I felt, because I say this all the time, anyone that has ever competed, I've competed for many years, when you bulk up and you put on muscle and you gain weight, something's going to compromise. And a lot of times that's going to be your speed and your quickness. And I just felt Coco's speed slowed down a bit. So she kind of lost that weight. She lost about 5 pounds. Take a look at her starting the season versus now. She's down about 5 pounds, all muscle though, right? But I feel that with Brad Gilbert, they wanted to go big with the serve. And right now they're focusing more on placement, going big in between. You can't go big every time because anyone that's played tennis, I'll tell you, playing tennis, when you're going big on your serve, that is energy draining. That takes a lot of energy, a lot of stamina. And I just felt, if you take a look at a lot of the matches that Coco's lost this year, a lot of them have been 3-set matches and they've been to top tier opponents. Going big on that serve, and here's the kicker, she's been up having a chance to win. She's been up a break, having the opportunity to win those matches. Going big on the serve all the time is draining, takes a lot of energy. And this is why Elena Rybakina, I feel this is partly why she's injured a lot. We talked last year about Rybakina, how I told you guys she's not going to finish the season healthy. She's dominating with aces, and she's too fragile. She's too fragile. She's too slim. She's going to injure her shoulder. And sure enough, I feel that's what's happening. She's an amazing server, but it's going to wear her body down. And like when I play tennis, I'm telling you guys, I don't go big on the serve all the time. I'm focusing more on placement because that will drain you. It's very tiring. It's like a bald eagle swooping down at 50 miles an hour to catch a fish. They can do that, but they have to be calculated and accurate with their prey, and they have to catch it. If not, that's going to take a lot of injury, and that could ruin hunting for the day. But nonetheless, that's my discovery Channel analogy. But Qinwen wins gold, guys. I think she's an amazing competitor. China's in the building, and again, I felt Reba was a great addition to her camp. That's the best thing to ever happen to her. She was very gentle with the Chinese flag. She placed it down on the bench, and I think she loves her country. She represents it proud. And I do have some signed Qinwen memorabilia. I would love to give it out for free to a Chinese player or Chinese fan that loves Qinwen. But she gets a victory here, guys. She had some beautiful things to say in the interview. Let's take a look at the stats. How did she do it? 4 aces, 3 double faults. She did struggle on the first serve. I felt she did want to go big, as well as Donna. 47% for Donna. The receiving points won, though. She literally won 49% of Donna Vekic return points. I mean, that was freaking crazy. 20 unforced errors to 31. I felt Donna had to go big with the backhand. She had to play faster and stronger, which led her into a lot of just mistakes. 4 for 7 on break points for Qinwen. 22 winners to 13. I think Qinwen was just a little bit more accurate and consistent. And she would say, thank you guys. I'm very proud of myself. A lot of people didn't think I can do it, but we just believe and continue to work hard. Thank you. I love everybody. Qinwen, ladies and gentlemen, your gold medal winner takes out Donna Vekic in straight sets. Iga wins bronze. And congratulations to Donna for winning silver. I don't think anyone thought she would have medaled. These 2 gold and silver medalists. This was a very unexpected gold medal match here, but congratulations to both. And this is why the Olympics, in my opinion, it's so important. It's so memorable because you have the players that you least expect. They come through and they show that they're capable. Tennis in a minute. Thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned for more tennis coverage. We're going to head to the City Open where if Sabalenka can win, she'll be in second place again. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back. Thank you guys.